What is up, y'all? My name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about all the books that were released in September because your girl's life went a sharp right, and I'm getting all the videos that I wanted to do in September. I'm going to be slowly putting them in the month of October. Your girl is late, but like we're still on brand. So what I'm going to do is give you a quick and short synopsis because we got 25 books to talk about, and I love these type of videos because I know that social media and everybody, including me, try to promote certain books, and certain books always get the spotlight. But if you really do check, there's like over 50 books getting published every single month, and a lot of books get swept under the rug between the hype and this or that. And I love to bring new books and new authors up to the light to see if you enjoy them or if I enjoy them as well. I know it's stressful, especially if you have a giant TBR like mine, but still I love to see what's on the market, and I love to read a ton of books. So without further ado, here are the books for September. So all of these books that I'm going to talk about here did come out September 1st. And the first one we're going to start is definitely a problematic one, but the cover is beautiful, y'all. It is Blood and Honey by Shelby Maharan. This is the second book. And the first book, it is A Serpent and Dove. And if you did not know, it is literally a marriage of convenience between a witch and a witch hunter. Crazy. Yeah. The next book we have here, it is Fable by Adrienne Young. Another beautiful cover. And this follows... go figure, it follows Fable. And she is the daughter of a very powerful trader in the sea. One day her mother dies because of this tragic storm at sea, and the father leaves her behind. So now she is 17 years old and she is in search of her father. So she's gonna have to cross oceans and do all these crazy things to reach him because, again, he's one of the most powerful merchants in the sea, and most of that stuff is not even legal, so it makes it even harder. I love a good adventure story, and I love stories that have to do with the sea. So yeah. Next book that we have here, it is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I purchased this. You will see this in my birthday book haul. But yes, this follows Yadriel, and he is a transgender guy, but being from a very tight Latinx community, nobody takes him seriously. So there is a magical community and he does have special powers, but again, nobody takes him seriously. So he gets help from his cousin to revive this ghost, bring him back from the dead, but he actually revives the wrong ghost. So you follow this epic adventure. Everybody who has read this book has absolutely loved it, and your girl is dying to read it. So yeah. Next book is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and again, beautiful cover. But this follows Avery, and Avery just wants to get a scholarship and get out from where she's at in her life. But for some strange reason, some billionaire leaves his fortune to her, and she has no idea who this man is. So when she goes to the mansion, she finds out that this man has just left his family with literally no money. So it is literally going to turn into a high stakes, deadly game between the family members and Avery. We love to see it. Next, we have Punching the Air by Evie Zavoy and Yusuf Salam. And this is a very powerful book told in verse about a guy who gets wrongfully incarcerated. I know, super heavy topic, especially what's going on with everything in 2020, but these two are a dynamic duo, and I literally cannot wait to read this book. Next book we have here, it is Recommended for You by Laura Silverman, and it follows two teenagers in this rom-com, and they're trying to compete for the top bookseller prize. We love bookish nerds. We do. Alright, all of these books come out September 8th. We do have a list, so we're just going to keep going. The first one, it is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. And this would be my first Frederick Bachman. I know, I got a lot of catching up to do. But this follows 8 people, and they are just going inside a house. It's an open house that goes very wrong when a bank robber comes here and takes them into hostage. Now, the thing about it is that the book says, does this bank robber want to face the police, or can he really stand all of these crazy people in the house? So I know Frederick Bachman is a great writer from what I hear, and he literally touches on so many topics, so I'm super excited to get to this. The next book that we have here, it is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart, and this is an epic fantasy debut following Lynn. Now, Lynn is the Emperor's daughter, and there is a war brewing on, but the Emperor refuses to claim her as the heir. So she decides that she's going to learn the powerful magic of Bone Shard, which is like almost forbidden magic, but this magic comes at a cost, and things get complicated. War is happening. Your girl loves it already. The next book that we have here, it is Charming as a Verb by Ben Philippe. And this is a YA contemporary following Henry. And Henry is like the all-star debater. He's super cool, he's super popular, super charming. And he runs a dog walking business. But when the neighbor finds out that this walking business may be a bit of a scheme, she blackmails him and tells him that if he changes the way that people look at her in school, she won't say nothing. So it follows these two characters. Ugh, the cover is so cute, and I love me a good YA contemporary. The next book that we have here, it is Lupe Wong Won't Dance by Donna Barba Higuera, and this follows Lupe, and she wants to be the first pitcher in the major leagues. She actually has a chance to meet her all-time favorite pitcher, which he is Chinese and Mexican just like her. But the catch is that she has to get straight A's. But in her PE class, this time it actually focuses on square dancing. So she has to get an A to meet her idol. So this is a middle grade. It sounds so much fun. And this is so underrated because I have not seen a single person talk about this book. The next book that we have here, it is The Secret French Recipes of Sophie Valrux by Samantha Barrant. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Okay, first of all, I saw this cover and I immediately put it on my TBR. But then I read the synopsis and I was like, okay, I definitely need this. So this follows Sophie, and she's gone through so much to become literally the 1% in the culinary arts in this book. But one day her career literally goes up in flames because somebody sabotages her and throws her under the bus. And to top it all off, her grandma got sick, so she has to move into France. You know, her confidence is gone and her career is just at an all-time low right now. She has no idea what to do. So she moves to France, and there she finds her love of cooking again and maybe something else. So y'all know I love food. I love cooking. Anything that has to do with like cooking and recipes always makes for such a great contemporary. So you know I had to add this. Okay, so the next 3 books came out in September 15th, so we're definitely moving on. And the first one, it is the very popular Legend Born by Tracy Dion. So it follows Bree, and Bree wants something to do with her family because her mother died in an accident and nobody knows to tell her like what actually happened. So she goes into the school, and on the first day she sees this magical attack, but she's definitely not supposed to see this. So somebody tries to erase her memories, and in doing that, so they unlock her magical abilities. And this is a YA fantasy debut. Do I even have to say anymore? Because that sounds so good. Ugh. I am dying to get my hands on this book. The next book that we have here, it is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. And this book has been literally everywhere because this is, I guess, a long-awaited book in the sci-fi community, and it is very hard to describe, but I'm going to do my best. So we follow our main character, Kara, and I believe she's on a discovery of, like, somewhere where nobody has ever discovered. And she finds this ancient relic, and she's super excited because she's about to discover something new, and it is a big deal. But this thing causes like a galactic war, and a lot of people now stand on the brink of extinction, and there's a lot going on in the synopsis, y'all. But like, if you're a sci-fi lover, space lover, this is definitely for you. The next book that we have here, it is The White Coat Diaries by Maddy Sinha. And let me just read this line. It literally says, Grey's Anatomy meets Scrub, and this brilliant debut novel about young doctors struggling to survive residency. Do I really have to say any more, y'all? Grey's Anatomy is my life. I have followed every single episode since the beginning. I'm obsessed. I will forever be a fan. So when I read the synopsis, I was just like, gimme. So the next books come out September 22nd, and we are going to start with Vampires Never Get Old. And this is an anthology about vampire stories. So these are like brand new vampire stories, which being the Twilight lover that I am, you know I'm about this. So it literally has some of the biggest authors to this day. We got V.E. Schwab, we got Danielle Clayton, we got Julie Murphy, we got Soraya Cordova. We got a lot of authors, which is so exciting. All types of diversity, all having to do with vampires. Like, come on, this is definitely a guarantee grab. The next book that we have here, it is Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey. And as you can see, I already have a smile on my face because this romance series is literally thebomb.com. I love Tessa Bailey so much. So this is the third book, and it follows the infamous Bethany. And Bethany is the sister to the company that we're literally following. But Bethany wants to be taken seriously. That's why she broke away from her family company, and she's like, you know what, I need to focus on myself, I need to focus on my business. No, guys. But the brother and the family company refuses to take her seriously. So when this TV production catches wind of the sibling rivalry, they invite her and the family company to fight it off in public television. But the only person who wants to be on her side is Wes. And we already met Wes because he's a new guy in town in book 2. And these two literally hate each other and have the best banter. So I literally cannot wait to get my hands on this book. The next book that we have here, it is Miss Meteor, and this is by Taylor K. Mahita and Anna Marie McLemore. And this follows these two characters. We have Lita and Chicky, and these two characters used to be best friends, but now they are not. Lita, she has never seen a person who looks like her win a pageant. So these two team up as the underdogs to try to win this pageant, and this sounds like it's gonna hit me in all the feels. Plus this cover is gorgeous. Like, I need this in my collection now. The next book that we have here, it is Far From Normal by Becky Wallace, y'all. When I tell you that I saw a dog on the cover and I was like, I need it. So I added it, and then I read the synopsis again, and it sounds great. So this follows Maddie, and Maddie just wants to get out of the shadows of her brother, and she wants a fresh start. So she lands this internship, and her job is to literally repair the image of a major league soccer ball player. So I'm guessing this is a hate to love romance between this obnoxious bad boy, but maybe has a very soft underside to him, and this sounds like I'm absolutely going to love it. The next book that we have here, it is Smash It by Francina Simone. Our beloved Francina from BookTube has published a YA book, and we are all about that. All about it. So this follows Liv, and all she wants to do is to turn her life around, especially in high school, and make things for the better. So she makes an effort list, and number 1, it is be bold. Number 2, it is to learn how to take a compliment, and number 3 is to stand out instead of back. So it follows her high school experience. A lot of things happen in this book, and I'm super excited to be picking this up. The next book that we have here, it is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and this follows Elle, and Elle has this extreme magical power, but she goes to this high school, but this high school or this school is not like all the other schools. You get it? No, but literally there are no teachers, there's no holidays, there's no nothing. You have to survive, and failure means death. But the problem is that her magical powers, they're so great that she can literally level out mountains or kill everybody in the school. So she has to find another way to survive this high school without unleashing her power. Strong female lead character, yes. We need her. The next book that we have here, it is Crown Chasers by Rebecca Coffin-Daffer. This cover is, oh my god, obsessed. Okay, obsessed. Oh, I forgot to mention that what is it? And A Deadly Education and these two last books, they come out September 29th, so we're almost at the end. So literally this book, a deadly competition for the throne will determine more than just the fate of the empire. This riveting duology is perfect for fans for The Hunger Games, Aurora Rising, and Three Dark Crowns. We love to see it. I need this book. And the last and final book that we have here, it is Shine by Jessica Jung. And Jessica Jung was part of this huge K-pop group called Girl Generation. So everybody is calling this book as her spilling the tea between everything that happens in the industry. So it follows Rachel Kim, and this is her journey into getting into the industry, all the things that she has to do, plus romance and everything that she has to put up with. So y'all know that I'm a K-drama, K-pop lover. I listen to K-pop like, I want to say a good 50% of the time. I'm not even joking about that. So I was super excited to see that as she was releasing this book, and I just read I'll Be the One. I'll post the picture here. This is another K-pop inspired book, and I give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book, so hopefully I will love this book too. Alright, and that is all for all the books that came out in September. I know it was a lot, but don't these sound really good? Like, my TBR list is piling up, okay? It's getting ridiculously big. Let me know which books that you already had on your TBR list, or let me know if this list has some new ones that you've never heard of. So again, thank you so much for watching my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.